चाइना। हम जो क्रिसमस में ये लगाते हैं क्रिसमस ट्री, वो कहाँ बनता है? चाइना। What China has done, China has organized value delivery only, nothing else. Because we have no depth of population, we have no depth of entrepreneurship. Why do we have data? Is to establish the credibility of that entrepreneurship in the form of MSME sector. I am a great believer of anti-philosophy. Archimedes said, and many of you here are science graduates. You know, I have no audacity to sell ice to Eskimos here. I don't want to talk about cost accounting. You know me much better, because I have all my life have served the corporate sector. I don't want to bring coal to the Newcastle, but I want to only develop one thing, that cost accountants can do wonder if the ant philosophy is built. What is the ant philosophy? Archimedes said that if you give me the center of gravity of the world, I'll just hold the earth on a stick. And no other creature of this world under the sun has understood that other than the ants. Ants can carry 3 to 4 times more than their body weight. You must have observed it at your home, in your kitchen. I believe that this is what you need to do. And for that, don't challenge your limits. Limit your challenges. And who will help the MSMEs to limit the challenges, tell me? They have to limit the challenges. And the challenges are not in ideas, not in manufacturing, not in rendering services. The challenges is taking care of the rest of the things. And the rest of the things can be delivered through shared CMA services. Okay. Now, the journey has to begin somewhere. This is the model which I submitted in 1982 regional conference of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, Jamshedpur. And this model is called RONA, Return on Net Asset. I very popularly say, RONA nahi hai to rona padega. Return on net asset nahi hai to aapki aankhon se aansu aayega. Hai na, madam? The issue here is very simple. The first and foremost thing has to map an organization is between yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The objective is simple. With a lesser delta in sales, you want to have a higher delta in profit. And we all talked about, very rightly said the theme of this conference in the morning, cost savings. I add just one more point. Minimization of value destruction is also value addition. So it is not only cost savings. Underneath the tap basin of your home wash basin, you try to less use the tap on the top. What I suggest, don't do that. My wife has told me this. नीचे उसकी और एक tap रहता है, उसका छोटा कर दो. So morning, by reflex, when you open the tap, you need not worry that much of water is passing through. Because you have already controlled the driver of the tap, which is the bottom of the tap, underneath the basin. So we, the CMS, have to develop the eyes and ears for understanding where the value destruction is taking place, which are the drivers of value destruction. The next point. The next point is regret matrix analysis. This is something which I am teaching since 1989. Anything which we do, we need to understand, do we have options? Developing an option building exercise is the first step of any business success. And this option building exercise has to be with certain limited parameters. And the parameters are with you. I understand Mr. Mitra has requested me to permit this presentation to be loaded in the website of the ICWAI. It will be definitely, I have already said yes. So I am not getting into the nitty-gritty of it. I am just trying to introduce the areas. So what we do, the option building exercise and applying the regret matrix analysis is one of the most important things which I believe the CMS has to contribute. And when you do this, you apply one more concept called certainty equivalent approach. Out of these options, of social desirability, market share, price sensitivity. You map yourself which is the most certain. Would you be knowing that which are the two products which are most successful in India in terms of micro-organizations? And there are world-based study has been done by Harvard scholars. Two products. One is Agarbatti of the Orissa and second is Poppet of Lijjat. These are the two products which are most successful products of India in MSME sector. And you see this regret matrix analysis has used this. Most socially desirable, most regular consuming item is Agarbatti and Poppet. So that's, we the Bengalis of course we used to take it in Raj Yatra Day, but we Bengalis have started taking Poppet every day nowadays, right Devashish? So that's the point here. The point here is what the society needs. That is, should be the attack area. And that is identification of the latent demand of the society has to be with you. I'll soon bring you some case studies. So what I suggested in that Indo-Arab Chamber of Commerce is the first sentence. So long India has been served by Bharat, let Bharat be served by India now. I believe the urban India should be serving the rural India now. Okay, this is the first thing. Second is, MSMEs should be aligned with the global value chain. We'll be aping little bit of China here, but we need not ape the Chinese products. We can ape our own products to MSME aligning with the value chain. Who understand value chain more than any other profession? Obviously our profession. So value chain understanding, value chain analysis and product life cycle costing. I am not talking about capital life cycle costing. Product life cycle costing has to be understood. Next is, see, I am a nominated member of the Ministry of Finance in the Skill Development Corporation in India in the city of Mumbai. National Skill Development Mission has signed joint venture partnership with many organizations. I am a member of one of the boards in the ministry. I personally feel that because you understand manufacturing, you the CMS can, just with a little bit of collaboration with some people of manufacturing area, jointly develop skill developments in terms of understanding rest of the nuances of manufacturing except for running the machine. And so it is creating an awareness of cost management from the grassroots and minimization of value destruction. Perhaps one of the keynote of success that will be there for MSMEs not to die within 2 years and 4 years. I have suggested that you repeat the pattern of agriculture. If you open 100.7, I am a great believer of radio. In our younger days, we used to have Binaka Gitmala, right? Amin Saini. I still have a habit of listening to radio. If you open 100.7 in the morning, FM radio, you will say that every farmer can call a Kishan Vikas Center in his own language and understand what is going on in the country in terms of weather and what should they do in their farming land. Why not CMA take up another cause of opening a district CMA service center with the intervention of government so that this service center gives at a very minimum cost costing management strategy, rest of the thing oriented services other than his own knitting the fig or knitting the dress or knitting the cloth oriented, that is his own core business. Why not we introduce this kind of centers? Next is green logistics. आप आज एक फ्रिज खरीदने जाते हैं, the first question the guy asks you, what are you doing with your own fridge? That is reverse logistics and green logistics. I will request the CMS to also look at the green logistics part of it or reverse logistics part of it, because a lot of scrap is generated in that sector. And as you know, I was working in 1982 in Mathura. I used to work in a sheet metal industry where the scrap used to go to Aligarh for making tala. locks. They used to make wonderful money out of it. But we were not getting the value. If you want to marry the large scale with the small scale, the scrap generation integration with the value chain of the small products, if you can look at that as a CMA, if we can do that, perhaps that value chain will be doing. So what we are talking about is innovationism should be the mantra. And by the word innovationism, this is a word which I applied for trademark registration in my name. My personal website's name is innovationian.com. Innovationian is a combination of three words: innovation, invention, and creation. According to me, only innovation and creation is not going to work. Invention has to come through. And the person standing, the old haggard standing in front of you, has applied for a software registration in USA for converting any GAAP accounts to any other GAAP accounts of any country, any native GAAP accounts to IFRS or IFRS to US GAAP. That software is under registration. Where from this idea came? When I was working in 247 companies, consolidate it for presenting to my global board in SR, I found a problem. Excel, Mr. Bill Gates is Jindabad, it is fine. But 247 companies consolidation, keeping with the requirement of confidentiality, is not possible. So my challenge gave me the invention idea, and that invention idea is in patent registration in US. I request every cost accountant today to a bit innovative. I use the word innovative, innovation, invention, and creation. If you go to Disneyland in Orlando, in US, there is an innovation museum, and I have picked up that word from there, and I have added innovation into it, and that is why Indian Registration Authorities has accepted innovation here to be accepted as a trademark for me. This innovation here, our word, should be sprayed all through the dimensions of corporate world through cost accountants only. My next case, you must have seen a model of hub and spoke. And hub and spoke model gives us AgriBazaar. In that AgriBazaar model, we should be having a model of Metal Bazaar. Metal Bazaar, where small scale people will not be at the vagaries of the people who are dealing on middleman. So AgriBazaar should be directly from industry to the Metal Bazaar and Metal Bazaar to the small scale organization. Who can create this value chain, CMS? They can become entrepreneur in this item. And this is what Mr. Mitra's very favorite topic. He says that introduce value chain of finance. If you have little bit of import elements of your industry in terms of material and capital, start with LC, then buyer's credit, then term loan, then escrow facility, followed by factoring services. It happens for corporate sector. I have done billions and millions and millions and $1 billion of value chain calculation and value chain deals with worldwide bankers. But who is... We'll take this question later, because buyer's credit, if you are having an input element of your capital equipment, buyer's credit will allow you to keep your 1 year's interest bill at a reduced value.
Excellent. Either it is a buyer's credit or it is a bill discounting. Matter is that?
There are many issues. I have done billions of dollars of deal on this. We can discuss about it later. And this is what I was talking about, shared CFO services. And I have already talked to you about the apathy of Indian banking system to go to MSME sector. So what I would request that MSMEs should be served by CMS to a shared services model. Now I will request you to read this script. Okay, so there is a need for, we should be doing this with a little bit of cautiousness in 2 words. One is sustainability in opportunism, and one is risk management in opportunism. Our beloved Prime Minister is talking today about half filled with water and half filled with air issue. This thing I am talking about for the last about 15 years, that only one thing can bring success to us, and that is positive approach. The glass is completely full, half with water and half with air. Both, this is not a negative statement. Half filled is a negative statement, half empty is a negative statement. But if we say half filled with air, and where is the opportunity comes in? Opportunity comes in rasna type of product, because the kid is not drinking water. So I put a bit of rasna's concentrate and the business opportunity is there. So this should be a thinking ground. Where it is half filled, how can we make it fully filled, removing the air? Air being not productive, we need to bring in business opportunity for making it productive. And that is why the glass is full. Okay, why do you call it glass is full? Because this is half filled with air also. And in the air lies the business opportunity. Right? Okay. Now comes my second part of my presentation, that is strategic cost management. And I have again, let me repeat that I have no audacity to sell ice to Eskimos, please. I am not talking strategic cost management here. I will be only talking about some of my thoughts. The entire slide I will not be talking at all. I will be only request you, I'll only request you to go through it when you find some time. The last slide, strategic cost management is a process of dealing with emerging realities. These tools which are available to us called Kaizen, just in time, or any other life cycle costing, these are tools good to see in books. When we are teaching Harvard Business case study, Harvard Business School based case studies, we are finding one truth in those case studies is that every business issue, every business entity, every business entities within other countries or in the same country is unique. So every single problem has to be reviewed on its own merit and uniqueness. No straight-jacketed, there is no one-size-fits-all kind of a strategy will work. Now I will take you through the 4 famous teachings on strategic cost management. Mr. Drucker has said, and I don't agree with him sitting today, in those days he used to be definitely correct, is that if we do not learn new things in 5 years, we are obsolete. Today, if we don't learn things within 1 year, we are going to be obsolete. Next is Stephen Hackett. He has very nicely said that if you do not know what your customer is looking for and what your competitor is going to offer you next, then you have no business in the business of doing business unless you know business. That means the moral of this statement is you have no business in the business of doing business unless you know your business. And I'll give you a small case study on this. Taiichi Ohno has said that our true efficiency lies with zero waste. And this zero waste, I don't know how much it is possible. That's why I am talking minimization of value destruction. Value creation, like rupee saved is rupee earned, our session should be saying, I am saying that value destruction minimization is value creation. And I gave you the tap water example also. And finally, Edward Schein said that what is important is something to change yourself and unlearn something. I do not know how many minutes or hours you listen and read. It is said that reading means living many more lives. I am not talking about reading the rules and government laws. I am talking about reading biographies. I was traveling last March from Bombay to London. Believe me, I could not take my away from the biography of Steve Jobs. It is just a 300-page book. In 9 hours, I could finish it. If you read the book of Abul Kalam, a guy in his 7th class he used to give newspaper to the households, became the president of India and became the missile man. Read this kind of books. It will inspire you. So Mark Twain, I bring to you Mark Twain. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambition. Keep away from you who try to belittle your ambition. That is what Mr. Durga Prasad has said. Okay. Now first portion of this slide is clear to you. I'll pick up two items.